Anisotrophic is usually or most likely used for sort of metal things or hair. It's the reflection in the bent direction. You can imagine it sort of like that, but I'm also not going much into that, as it's like a specialized thing for special objects. Sheen is for fabrics things. So if we turn this up, actually I messed a lot with that, so I'm going to delete this one and make a really quick principle new one. The sheen will make things more fabric-like. If you combine it with other things like the roughness and whatever, you might get a better fabric-looking thing. And sheen tint is sort of also like giving it the color of the base surface. Now clear coat. Clear coat is, let's turn this up, and we need to lower the reflection here. Let's make the upper reflection 1 and turn off the clear coat. We have a fully rough surface, like no reflection whatsoever. But if we turn on the clear coat, you're going to see, oh, we get our reflections back. Why is that? This is a second reflection above the other reflection. This is mostly used for car paints, because cars are usually, they have a rough thing below and above that is the reflection. So you can essentially say we have a second reflection above the other one. And I want to jump from here down here, just very quickly. The normal can describe depth, fake depth. We get into this in a second, but by using the clear coat normal, which can describe a certain depth, a fake depth, we can give it a different depth than the default roughness. And so we can create different layers of reflectiveness. The IOR is the index of refraction, so essentially how much deforms the reflection. But I think we have to use a normal for that. We would need to turn on screen space refraction here and in the render settings as well. Transmission essentially is for glass material. So if we make this fully reflective here, and over here we're going to change it to alpha blend. Alpha blend means we need to switch on whenever we do something in Eevee, in the real-time render engine, which involves certain look-through things, like whenever things are transparent in some way. If we turn on screen space refraction, turn on a little bit of refraction depth here, and in render settings, turn on screen space refraction with refraction, and then we turn on transmission, you're going to see, ooh, we can look through, all right? And our material will be look through like actual glass. Let's turn this fully up maybe, and right. Then we have the transmission roughness, so how reflective it is. Let's turn this up a little bit, and you can see now it's more like frosted glass. Then we recreate a new Principle shader node here. Oh, and I'm going to turn off a few things here, like the refractions. I don't need those right now. And in the material, I'm also going to turn off the screen space refraction and back this to 0. Just because I don't need it right now. So let's take a look at the emission. Now, if we change the emission here, let's say we make this fully white and give it a blue or something. This is essentially light, or it's trying to fake light. Currently, it's not lighting other objects. For that, we have to use the accurate render engine like cycles. Let's go really quickly and take a look at it. You can see there's blue stuff on here because this one is very accurate, but we want to use Eevee for now. Let's go back to our material preview, and we cannot really see this very well. We can increase the emission strength here. Let's make this really high. And if you didn't turn off bloom, you're going to see something like this here in the render settings, bloom. This is essentially when you exceed 1, yeah, like here 1. Let's put in a 1 here, and you will see no bloom or barely any bloom depending on the settings here. But we can increase this, and it's like really washed out. Now alpha, like I said, if we do anything with transparency, we need to turn on alpha blend here, and we can turn this off, and it will get more look through. This is different than the transmission. The transmission is trying to do proper reflection, bending of textures and whatever when you're looking through. This is just making it more transparent.